Howdy! Today we're headed over to our buddies at Old Volks TV and Mr. Jason's shop. Guaranteed to see lots of interesting things over there. Volkswagens and parts and motors and all kinds of goodies. So we are excited to be able to bring you today's episode 3 of our summer VW shop series. So stick with us. I think you're going to enjoy this one as we cruise over to see the folks at Old Volks. Folks at Old Volks. Oh, I'm making a rhyme and I didn't even know the crime. All right, so stick with us, everybody. Here we go. Hey everybody, there he is, Mr. Old Volks TV. Oh, I like that shirt.
This is the fresh new New Mexico.
The New Mexico version of the Old Volks.
Just got this chapter like a couple months ago.
Oh, fantastic.
Casey from Corpus actually moved to Albuquerque and started Old Volks, New Mexico.
Well, here we are at Jason's shop, and boy howdy, you can tell you're at a Volkswagen shop because there's Volkswagens everywhere. Look around here.
There's only 4 on the property.
Only, that's it?
Yeah.
There's none hiding in the back?
If you count the T1.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's true. The Tiguan. All right. So, what do we got here, bud? This is a lot happens in this shop, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, you start over here. You know, we got our adventure bus.
Yeah.
The '66 Riviera that you guys all know and love.
Yeah. Charlie the bus.
Just got back from a semi bus bash. Local bus bash, camping trip in the super heat.
And no problems?
No problems on this one. couple other buses had a couple issues.
But that's good. And that you're running a new motor in there?
This is a 1904 Bowen built.
Okay.
Runs really good. It's a really nice bus motor. Lots of torque. Good on the hills that I can, local hills anyways.
Yeah.
So that's a fun one.
So you feel good about that? It's kind of wrapped up. You feeling pretty?
It's got a few little wiring kinky things I'm still working on. You're always working on your dumb car.
Well, yeah.
Never done. And then we got the wife's car, which is filthy at the moment because it's been parked outside for a little while.
And what year is this Gia?
This is a 64.
So this is you've seen this Gia before. It's just something amazing.
Yeah, mostly original. I think it's probably had some repaints on parts of it because we found some Bondo after it sat at the body shop forever.
Yeah.
But the interior is, from what I've been told, original.
Oh yeah.
Original headliner, has that crayon smell.
Yep. Oh, it's beautiful.
The original radio is actually over at Lorenzo's getting some upgrades right now.
Some Bluetooth action.
Bluetooth and some amplifier stuff.
I've always loved this car. It's been around a while.
It's a shame that it's had to sit outside because it's kind of declined. But a new paint job is in the works on that one. So. And
then
we've got my 62.
I remember you getting this.
If you remember, I like even numbers, so I got a 66, a 64, and a 62.
Oh, does that happen on purpose?
Yeah.
No. Really? No, I was gonna say
coincidental.
So, wow, this is coming along.
Yeah, this one's almost done. Bruce has the front seats, the original material front seats, which are just like the back seat.
Oh wow, yeah.
The original owner told me that the back seat has been sat in, but it looks like nobody's ever sat in it.
Is that anthracite?
This is anthracite gray, and I forget what they call that, but it's actually fabric. The inserts are fabric. This car was purchased new in Germany, and then it was repurchased in '64 by the gentleman I bought it from. We went over the Alps with the rack top open.
Oh.
Like no legit. Over the mountains with the rag top open. He said he never closed the rag top the entire time he owned the car.
This is amazing.
That same year.
So you're like the third owner?
Yeah, and that same year it went through the Panama Canal on a ship.
To come over here?
To come to California. And then he drove it back to Thorndale. And then in 1987, they shoved it in a barn and he kicked the tailpipes over because it didn't fit. So the tailpipes are like, I thought it had some custom exhaust on it when I saw the pictures.
The pea shooters are just
He
angled.
said, "No, I just kicked them." I said, "Man, you know, you could just pull them out." And he goes, "Oh, I didn't know."
Oh, yeah, well.
So I need an exhaust, but I've done disc brakes on it.
Is it a 36?
It's a 40 horse.
Oh, it's 62,
it's
40.
The 40 horse that's never been out of the car.
Oh, wow.
And when he parked it, he changed the oil, he emptied the gas, he ran it empty, he seafoamed it, he WD-40'd everything. So it turns by hand like butter. It's got good compression. And,
Wow.
and I'm going to try and fire it up in the car
Just see.
with a tune-up.
Awesome.
I was going to do a big-ass motor, and then I was going to do a little bit smaller motor, and then I just kind of came to my senses and
Yeah, good.
stock 40 horse.
Can we get that on tape? Jason coming to his senses. Let's go back on that.
My wallet.
All right. And then what is this?
This is
Holy
actually,
smokes.
this belongs to the Jumpers. This is a car that was Bobby built for his wife Sheila. This was in on the cover actually of Volks magazine.
This is
A few
awesome.
issues back.
Some Aussie trim. And,
Yeah, a real Aussie trim, imported, and they matched it on the interior.
oh, they did. Look at that.
And that's custom leather.
Wow.
Tweed interior. the
Look at
seats,
those seats.
Huge stereo system. It's got.
What year is this?
This is a 61, I believe.
Oh, 61. That one.
Full show car. This car was actually built for SEMA. and
What is
it
that?
went-
Is that the?
This is the air tank for the air ride.
Oh, I thought it was an
Dual
air conditioner. No, I'm just
compressors,
kidding.
airlift. They got more amps up here.
So this thing is full on. So
There's
what?
one screw holds all this in. It all snaps together like.
Tink. So why is this at your house? In your shop?
Oh, we can go look in the back. I'll show you. I've been building this motor for a few years.
Oh
and I
wow!
finally ended
This
up-
is that. Oh
So
yeah.
I sold it to Bobby. This has got a dub shop EFI with 48 millimeter throttle bodies on it. It's a David Crow long block with brothers heads on it and DPR goodies and all that stuff that would make Tommy giggle with delight.
Wow. Yeah. This is amazing looking.
It's almost running. I've cleaned up all the wiring. I took all the wiring out of the engine bay and buffed everything out. So there's no wires in here except for
yeah.
but I'm trying to make it as clean as possible. And in doing that, there was so many extra wires from everybody else that worked on it that I cut a bunch and tucked a bunch away and moved a bunch, and it's all on top of the transmission. But now I can't get it to start. So
Oh, you gotta find out the
it'll
wire.
click, but it won't start. So that's why it's up in the air right now. We're
I
getting
got
ready
you.
to.
So show us around in your shop in here. This is a very. I mean, there's a lot going on in here, man.
It's little, but we do the best.
No,
we
I
can.
mean it's amazing.
So we've got our old kitchen cabinets that hold various.
So were those like you scavenge those, or are they your old?
I redid my kitchen, and those came out of my kitchen. The
Oh.
ones on this side came from a friend when they did their kitchen.
So repurposing kitchen cabinets.
Yeah.
Okay, and just attached them to the walls. And,
Yeah, I kind of found some studs and made some brackets and got them
Okay.
up there because I don't want them falling on anything.
I got that. That's
But
very
they
good.
hold my paints and parts and things like that.
And your
That's
Coleman's
there.
on top.
And my Coleman collection. Watch your step down there.
Yeah. Good Coleman collection up there. So what a
Slowly.
great idea.
Slowly restoring those, and we've got our. There's just boxes of bus stuff and.
Oh yeah, I recognize those kind of seals.
Yeah, I got all these from Dan. Oh, I actually got them from Tony, who got them from Dan.
Wow.
We got my favorite shifter. Well, my previous favorite shifter, the Scat. Now I'm a CRC billet shifter guy.
Yeah.
I'll never drive a car with anything else. I love those things. We've got some weird progressive carb thing.
Oh yeah, for a big.
This
something, yeah.
is kind of where we play with our carbs and
So
our,
this is
our
got so,
stuff.
yeah. So oh, look at that.
Yeah, we've got a cheap replica
Of a
Weber.
DCOE,
This
huh?
is basically for mock-up with the superchargers, which we got one down here.
Holy cow! What's that? What's the story on this motor here?
This motor, actually, this 1600 came from a guy out in, and I cannot remember his name at the moment, but he lives like out near Waco in Red Leaf or Red Oak.
Okay.
And I bought this motor for it's like $500, and he drove out here to deliver it in a Lexus SUV or something, or a Nissan. Took him like 6 hours to get here because the freeway was closed. He gets here, he hangs out, it's like Tuesday night till 11. He fired up the long block in the trunk of that SUV I was looking at from the back seat, like looking at it, and he's over there with a battery and a boom, 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 and he started it.
In his Lexus.
In the back of the trunk. I mean, the thing was like a shop truck, but
Still.
yeah. So, but it was a runner. I just bought it as a backup motor. I actually sold it to Greg, and he had it for a couple months, and then he decided he didn't need it, so he finished putting it together.
Okay.
And,
so it's a 1600.
It's just a
1600
super
dual port.
stock 1600 dual
But now
port.
it's got a supercharger on it.
Yeah, well, I'm using it for mock-up. I'm working with Barry's Blowers on kind of making a few other kits.
Wow.
We're gonna have a bus-specific kit pretty soon, and this one's the bug one, but I tried to tuck it down under the deck lid a little better.
So so you would run a side draft with
Yeah.
the supercharger, huh?
So it's an AMR 500 CFM supercharger off of like a small Japanese car,
Yeah.
and this is another copy, but you would run a Weber DCOA like a 40 or a 45.
Yeah.
And the problem was trying to tuck it in is that it hits the poles on the
Yeah, I was
alternator.
gonna say, right.
So we kind of did some tweaking and some turning and some fitting, but now that'll fit under the deck lid clean. He already had a kit that would do that, but we just kind of like massaged it a little bit, and then we got a bus one where it goes the other way. And the carb comes off this side because there's more room in a bus.
Yeah. Makes
So
sense.
it adds a little bit of horsepower, it gives you a ton of torque, and it's safe for a stock bottom end.
Yeah, really.
It's only running like 8 psi on that pulley.
Oh, okay.
So
And it just runs off the a pulley off the alternator or
yeah,
generator.
it'll either be a V-belt or one of these 5 ribs.
Yeah. Okay.
So they run pretty good. David's got one in his green bug on a 1835, which is way too much motor for that little thing, but they got it tuned and it's fast. I watched them blow away a Mustang on Axel's birthday cruise. Pretty fast.
So this is you got what is that right there?
Big ass ultrasonic that's filthy from use.
And what and you put a carburetor in there?
This is my new one. I can put 2 whole carbs in there at once.
And
take
what kind
them
of
apart.
what are you using for juice in those?
Dawn dish soap.
Oh my gosh,
Works
really?
so good. 2 passes with
Leftover from the
No, I get my own. 2 passes with
That's
hot
what
water.
happened to all my Dawn dish soap.
She does get mad.
Yeah.
I gotta buy my own.
Yeah.
But 2 passes with Dawn and some really hot water, and then 2 passes with just clean water. Man, they come out like that. These were super crusty and disgusting.
No
And-
kidding.
yeah, no
How long
scrubbing.
were they in there for?
15 minutes a pass.
Wow.
Really hot water. I mean, if they're super gunky, you gotta hit them with a brass brush.
Yeah, a little bit, but
But it's way better than sandblasting or anything like that. It gets
ultrasonic
them
cleaner.
clean. We got our Fuchs. You know, I don't know what I'm doing with these. I ended up with 2 sets.
Yeah, there are a
somehow,
lot of
so-
there are a lot of fooshes in here.
Got some on the bug. I had to outdo James. He only has the one.
I know,
set,
yeah. Had to outdo James.
Yeah.
All right, and then some.
Got some 16 by 8 and 16 by 9 magnesium cup wheels.
Yeah. What are you gonna put those on?
I don't know. All I wanted was the spare for that car,
Yeah.
and the guy wouldn't sell me just the spare.
So
I had
you
to
got-
buy the whole set.
So if
And
you
then-
if you so you know what you need a 928.
I found out that these are not 15s. These are 16 by
really?
by 8 and 9. These are factory cup car wheels, different from any other ones.
Oh.
He's got the 21J offset on them.
So they're not what you
Extra wide.
what you would find normally on a 928 then.
No, cup. These are
Racing cup, Porsche
I
cup.
mean, now who knows?
Yeah,
I
well,
see
yeah,
people put
now,
everything on
yeah.
everything, but yeah, these are
I'll be damned.
crazy. They're really worth a lot more than what I paid.
Well, there you go. You just got to find a Porsche to put them on.
Yeah, I got to just paint them and clean them up and throw them on there. So we got our toolbox.
So here your toolbox got lots of good stickers.
This was
Let me look
Dad's
some of those.
toolbox.
That was that was your
He
dad's.
bought brand new in 1981 from the Matco guy.
Really?
I remember many summers of having to organize the tools, you know, separate the metrics and the standards, put the screwdrivers where they go, everything. And finally he moved out here and lived with us for a little while. He brought it with him and gave it to me.
So your dad's tool chest. That's
This is
awesome.
the tool chest I grew up with, and some of these tools, what do we got? We can go in here. Some of these tools are actually like labeled with his name on
like
them.
vintage.
Yeah, like I've got
vintage
some-
tools, huh?
And
Holy
like I got
smokes.
Matco ratchets that don't work.
Oh, look at
but
that little guy.
That's an old Snap-on,
Yeah.
and it's got my dad's initials on it.
There it is, right there.
And this doesn't work anymore. And Snap-on said that they would replace it because lifetime guarantee.
That's right, yeah.
But they can't replace that.
No, they
So-
can't. So you don't want to. That's right.
So we just keep it to the side.
Wow, yeah, they can't fix where your dad engraved
Yeah,
it.
that thing's made.
Dude, that is amazing. That is your dad's old toolbox.
And
How
we got
cool is that?
My grandpa and me as a baby. My sister made those magnets for me.
Oh,
That's me right there.
There he is. Look at that little fella. Pretty cute.
Yeah. He's the one that got me into wrenching.
Your grandfather did. Okay.
Yep.
And what is that?
This is our wall of fame, sort of. This is our.
Oh my gosh!
Paints and stuff in
Where
there.
did you get that thing?
Some yard sale.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, double-sided spinner. It's good for parts too, but I had my parts put away, so I just.
Dude, that is awesome. Yeah. Do that again.
Like Vanna White?
Yeah. Holy cow!
And if I want to go sponsorless in the video.
Yeah, if you want to go, yeah, you want to.
Or if
Oh
I
my gosh!
This is everybody that's kind of contributed to our channel over the years, and
what would this have been? What would somebody use that for?
That's a filing cabinet.
So this has like a little lift, right?
Oh yeah, this is one.
So
of my,
what is the story on this?
One of my favorite things, man. I bought this like on a whim one day. I sold some stuff and I made some money, and this is a Quick Jack 5000. So this is a 5,000 pound portable sort of scissor lift, I guess. It's hydraulic. It has a little pump that you can pick up and a little handle.
Is it bolted in, or is it just
no,
it just sits on the ground?
Little wheels back here, so when you let it down, I can hang it. If you look here, I got the brackets on the wall.
That's what the okay.
Hang them up so they're out of the way.
Really?
If we went to Big Bend and put this on my roof rack and we had a generator, we could lift a bus
and work and do whatever we need to do.
Change the oil. Like, there's so much room underneath there that you
can
get underneath. And
that's almost what 24 inches.
It's 27 inches to
of lift
to the apron.
Yeah, that's enough to get a motor out.
If you take that wheel off, you can sneak a motor out
right through there,
fully dressed right through the side. I've done it.
So where did you find that?
It's Amazon, baby. It's in my Amazon store.
It's on his Amazon store. On his Amazon store.
Yeah, it was like $1,500, but they're on sale all the time.
It's called a Quick Jack.
It's a Quick Jack 5000.
Okay.
So this is the 5,000 pound. They have a 7,000. They have 10,000.
Yeah,
you can lift a Suburban, but I can't get the bus in here to lift it. But it works fantastic for a bug. I mean, this thing goes up and down all day long. You can pop the hoses off. The whole unit's just here.
I'll be darned.
So, handle, and then this is the whole.
So that's it. That's all it is right there.
That's the whole thing. You fill that up.
Hydraulics
fill it up with some
hydraulic
pump jack fluid.
Yep.
And then the hoses are all quick disconnect. So once it's up in the air like this, it's on these little stoppers.
Okay.
So I can pop the hoses off, and the car will just sit there. It can't fall because it's
kind of locked in.
It's locked in. So you can't. I mean, I've been in there jerking on suspension parts, trying to rip wheels off that are stuck.
What a cool setup.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, and you got a welder over here too.
Got a little MIG and TIG set up here.
Look at that toe.
Just got that.
You just got that.
I just bought that. Yeah, it was another. Sold something, buy something. You know.
Fun
don't keep
game
your money,
there.
folks. Always spend your money. It's important.
So it's always. I love it. I mean, you got a lot going on in here, buddy.
Trying to be efficient with the space because we don't have a lot of space.
Yeah.
So, you know, like we build engines on these little carts.
Okay.
Pay no attention to the oily.
Well, that's what you just been built one, right?
Yeah. So these roll around. I got my Gary's start stand special here.
Oh yeah.
I made a little.
Oh, look at that's fancy. You got a fuel pump.
Put the fuel pump and the bracket and all the stuff. Like turn it on and off the coil. So.
Remote engine start stand's pretty cool. What is that get up right there?
Oh, you've never seen one of these?
No. Oh, I think I know exactly what it is. It's for a driver's ed or something.
It's a driver's ed adapter for a bug, so you can
for a Beetle.
So you can passenger side drive.
Really?
You can work the clutch, the brake, and the gas. I'm missing one linkage for the gas.
Where did you get that?
California.
What are you gonna? So that it. You just need to put it in a car just for shit.
I'm gonna rig up some heavy duty magnets because I don't want to drive with that thing on there because it attaches to the pedals, and if that thing gets kinked up and then all of a sudden you can't push the brakes, you don't want it. So it'll get magnets and it's eventually gonna go in the Gia for shows.
Is it? Okay.
And we'll just pop it up there.
So here's another thing that Jason has come up with, and it says, what do you call these?
This is the Trail Light Camp Kitchen.
Trail Light Camp Kitchen.
This one's a little sketchy, so I had to put a strap on it.
So this is a kind of a newer. He's evolving in these as they go, but Jason invented these or came up with these, and it's like the coolest thing for when you're camping in your bus. So check what he's got out going on here, y'all.
It's a vintage looking, so it's made to look like the old trailers out of aluminum and everything.
Yep. Look at this.
You know, and then you open this one. Mine's made of tape because it's working project.
So yeah, this is still a kind of a prototype version here.
Yeah. So that's it, and now you're cooking.
Oh my gosh! How long did that take? Like
seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds, and
my water is boiling for my coffee before anybody else is awake.
Yeah.
I'm cooking soup before anybody else can find their stove.
Making soup hot.
Making soup hot before anybody can find their stove, and it's got, you know, my coffee press, my cups, my pot, my cast iron, my toasters back there, my little Gary special.
Yeah.
I've got a griddle. I've got
fits right back in there.
Rack, it all fits back in there. My spices.
And this stays dry.
It does, because even though it's not welded here, it's got that
little edge,
outside,
and that's like I said, prototype. You're getting ready. You get just about that TIG welder we saw earlier.
So these will be TIG welded, and all the shelves are going to get TIG welded in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, ittle be a nice rigid box when it's done.
Oh, wow! So the newer versions are going to be like.
There's a steel shim that goes here, so you can put a Harbor Freight freebie magnetic light.
Because right now it won't stick.
Right, so we put it here so it shines down, so you can cook early morning. You know, we get up, we're making our Pop-Tarts and our coffee.
Yeah.
Before anybody else is up, and Gary's with a headlight, and I don't even need a headlight. I just push a button and boof.
And it hooks onto the gutter here with that channel. That's it, right?
Yep. And we've got our little feet.
And rubber stoppers here. And notice he's got enough space. Now, Jason, when you're going down the road, would you leave it here on the side, or?
I have, but I typically put it on the back just to get rid of drag.
Okay.
You know, we try to make it, even though this thing's a brick, you
just
can,
a little bit more.
You can tell the difference.
And you can just strap it here, and you just strap it to the back of the bus.
Take a bungee and hook it to the back of the bumper. If you've ever been on a boat, you know that the front of the boat moves like this, but the back of the boat barely moves.
Yeah.
So this is as far back as it gets.
Yeah.
Unless I'm going 80 miles an hour over a speed bump.
80?
You know, it's not going to jump. It's heavy. It's got all this cast iron in there, so.
Awesome.
It works nice. Folds up, you know, real easy.
Yep. Put it all away.
Put it all away and hit the trail again.
And these are available.
They're available.
For sale.
We'll put a link in my Amazon store. Yeah, if you want one, I have a few more.
What do you call them again?
It's a Trail Light Camp Kitchen.
Trail Light Camp Kitchen.
Yeah, it even holds the fuel down the bottom. I cook on propane now. I've got these adapters.
Oh yeah, you give me one of those too.
That are also on my Amazon store. But yeah, this adapts.
But you can go both ways in case you run out.
Yeah, this adapts propane to these Coleman stoves. You get a little bit better pressure, and you don't have to pump them. And
what's the fun in that? That's what I say.
Yeah. You know,
Holy smokes!
When you want coffee, you want coffee.
Yeah, Jason does want. Believe you me, I've been on many a trip with this guy. Well, if he doesn't get coffee, he gets really grumpy in a hurry.
Gotta have coffee.
He has to have his coffee.
Coffee and breaks. It's the two most important things.
Yeah, that's it. And Pop-Tarts.
And Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, Pop-Tarts.
Unfrosted.
Yes, unfrosted. Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Yeah, I love these. I think it's just the coolest idea.
Yeah, it works nice. It just keeps everything accessible, so you don't have to look for it when you're in the bus and you camp. On these road trips that we take, time is of the essence. Like, we stop for lunch, you have exactly this much time to eat your boar's head pickles and your little turkey sandwich.
I think he's poking fun at me.
Or your fried chicken and camping taters. Like, there's a finite amount of time set aside for cooking. So I want to be there. I want to be cooking right away. That way I can enjoy the rest of the trip. I don't have to yell at my kid, move your feet. I got to dig the stove out.
Oh my God, isn't that the worst? Yeah.
I've gotten it down pretty good. When I pack for a trip now, the bus doesn't look like I'm packed for a trip. Everything's put away.
Yep.
Everything's accessible. You know, if we need the jumper cables or the jack or something, I can get right to it.
It's
just
awesome.
Trial and error, but
I think it's a great idea. I really do. I think it's wonderful. If I didn't have that thing already built, I'd go, oh, these are great, but I already built something.
Oh, wait till I get the good ones done.
Yeah, no, you start TIG welding these things up.
They'll be the bee's knees. You'll see.
It's awesome. Hey everybody, Jason. First of all, thanks for inviting us to the Jason shop today and all the amazing things you have going on in here. And just, it's always fun for us to see other people's stuff.
Yeah.
What y'all have it set up and the organization and what you have going on. And I mean, it's just basically a typical two-car garage. It's pretty impressive, my friend.
It's a mess right now, but you know, I get it cleaned up nice when I'm actually working. So
yeah, I love all the projects you have and what you have going on here, and just thank you so much for sharing with us today.
Yeah.
What all you have going on and sharing your time today and letting everybody see here at Jason Vogen's shop what's going on. And my favorite thing is the toolbox that was your dad's. That's just that's awesome, man.
I love that toolbox.
But the second most favorite thing is the hidden cabinet. I'm easily amused. But we just want to say thank you guys so much for joining us today, and make sure that you come on VW Life and check us out at All Metric Garage. You can get some swag, and check out Jason, of course, at Old Volks TV. They got all kinds of great stuff going on. It's all about the community, and everybody's just, you know, somebody said the other day, a rising tide raises all ships.
Okay.
Do you know what that means?
No.
So think about it. If everybody just we keep pushing the VW community up, everybody's gonna keep just makes our community stronger and
roll
well, yeah, kind of. Anyway, yeah, roll tide. Roll tide. Make sure you tell your aunts, tell your uncles, tell everybody you know about VW Life. Thank you guys for joining us on our Summer Shop Series, Episode 3 with Jason. We'll see you guys later.
Thanks for watching.
Yahoo!